What's up guys, Cut Protagonist here. Today I'll be doing another special Buddyfight deck for sale video due to popular demand. So yeah, this is the ultimate Dungeon World deck. Basically, today I'll be selling a complete Dungeon World deck. This deck is complete and ready for competition. Yeah, I even include side deck for you guys who actually buy my deck. This deck is 100% foolproof, and of course, the whole thing comes with the deck box and plain sleeves, so you can add in your own sleeve. I just put basic sleeve for protection because I do not know what kind of sleeve design you guys want. And of course, it even comes with the life counter so that you can start playing immediately. Oh my god. So yeah, so let me go on with the deck profile and explain why this deck is awesome and how does this Dungeon World win. Basically, Dungeon World is a really aggressive deck. It's probably one of the most glass cannon deck, aka totally no defense. Just go all out and rape your opponent because this deck is able to output 12 damage per turn easily. So it's an OTK deck. So yeah, I use Dungeon World flag, and my buddy here is Baptist Knight Camille. He's the engine of the whole deck because the whole deck runs the double weapon formation. Yeah, the yellow weapon and the basically this deck allows you to dual wield. Oh my god! So for those crazy people who like sword art online, you can dual wield like Kiritokun. Oh my god, whatever his name is. So yeah, you're able to dual wield. Yeah, this is the only deck in Buddyfight that can dual wield. That's why it's so strong. So yeah, Camille ability is basically you pay 1 gauge when this card enters the field and you have an item equipped. So what I'll do is like I normally equip one of the items. If you do, search your deck for another knight item and put it in your hand. So in order to do a dual wield equip, you must at least have one equipped already. Then you can search your deck for the second one and just equip it. So basically you can attack 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why this deck can easily output 12 damage per turn just because it has a dual wield ability. And dual wield comes with many benefits as well. So Camille is basically his searcher. It's a 5-2-3 stats, which is pretty good. And he searches out for your second weapon. And when this card attacks, and if you have 2 items equipped, aka dual wield, put the top card of the deck into the gauge. So even if it doesn't need to hit, he attacks, it can just add the gauge, top card of the deck to the gauge. So this guy is also a gauge accelerator. This is why I play him. And to be honest, this is the guy that you want to use as buddy because most of the time the opening hand wants to have him because he's the one that allows you to get into your combos early game. Most important in this deck is to equip your dual wield ASAP so that you can start smacking your opponent in the face. So yeah, this is why I play 4 copies. Camille, very good card, basically one of the best Dungeon World cards now because of the dual wield system. The old what you call it, the armor is shit now, so now I play dual wield system or yeah shit. So yeah, 4 copies and 4 copies of Bladewing Phoenix. He is a very cheap double attacker. He's for 1 gauge, he has a double attack, which is amazing, and his stats is perfect. 5-2-1. Heck care, who needs a defense when you're just gonna swing and kill your opponent anyway? Yeah, and core cost is really cheap, just pay 1 gauge, and you have a decent 5k so they can run over huge shit. So yeah. The reason why I play him, of course, is another reason why, because I play Continue, which requires you to pay gauge if you're gonna call him. Continue is a 1-card KO to your opponent. Even if he wipe out, you can just continue and he's still dead. The next size 2 we play is Revolution Knight Rebellious. Rebellious ability is pay 1 gauge when this card enters the field and you have an item equipped, destroy a size 1 or less monster on opponent's field. Then, if you have 2 items equipped, destroy a size 2 or less monster of opponent's field. So basically, once you call him, he basically field wipe your opponent. Destroy 1, destroy 2. Size 1, size 2. At the cost of 1 gauge. So this guy is amazing. And as mentioned, it requires you to have the dual wield system. So yeah, it's great. For 1 card to pop 2 cards is amazing. It's like Kagero, you like summon and destroy 2 cards. Oh my god, +2. Very good. And his stats is decent. 5-2-4. The 5k attack is very important. That's the size 2s. The size 1 we play for Tetsuya. Tetsuya, of course, the best Dungeon World card in the game. Basically, death lyrics. When this card link attack with another adventurer, choose a card in the link attack, and for this turn it gains double attack. So imagine the dual wield weapon, which is a 3 crit. you link with Tetsuya, you can resend that 3 crit again and attack again. So that gives you, that easily pushes you for game, just because you can, it basically makes anything restand. It's basically like, yeah, it basically gives you anything in your field double attack. This is why he's a staple in all Dungeon World decks. I don't care what you say, 4 copies is a must. Alright, next is the new card, Twin Tail Incubus. He's a dude, by the way. I thought it was a guy, it's a girl. His ability, when this card enters the field, may pay 2 life. If you do, search your deck for 1 card with mission and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Basically, what you want to do is this deck plays the mission system, aka form party. So by forming party, it allows you to rota, aka search out one adventure card into your hand. This was very important. I played the party system. So for example, let's say you have this card and this card in your hand. Basically, this allows you to search 1 free card. I'll go on to the effects later. I'll go on more into it later. So yeah. Next is 2 Knight of Glory El Quixote. When this card links attack with another adventurer, aka your weapon or your monsters, put the top card of that into gauge. And if you have another adventurer, if you have an adventurer item equipped for this turn, this card gains a 1 crit. So basically it's a 2 crit. And has penetrate as well, so he has a penetrate, so it's pretty good. And yeah, how can you not play El Quixote in the Tiger deck? Yeah, there's a size 1s. Now let's go into the spells. 4 Divine Protection of Shamshana. Pay 1 gauge. You can cast this if you, yeah, basically you just pay 1 gauge to nullify, gain 1 life. Even if you control a monster in the center, you can pay 1 gauge to nullify it. So you're not afraid of them penetrates because it saves you and it gains 1 life. Right. It's a staple in Dungeon World because Dungeon World is a very defense, very attack heavy deck. So you really need all the defense you can get. 4 Pillar of Fire. Pay 1 gauge, and of course this card requires you to have no monster in the center. Pay 1 gauge. Counter, destroy a monster on your field with 6k less or less defense. So not only when your opponent attacks you, you can cast the counter to destroy his monster. You can always cast it whenever he tries to activate, before he activates an effect. So you can just pop it and just make it go away. Yeah. More defensive cards. 4 Cuisance of Cassette. Yeah. So you have no monster in the center, you can only cast this card. Counter, the next time damage dealt to you will be reduced by 3. So let's say a 3 crit monster attacks you, or a 3 crit weapon attack you, cast this, is like a nullify. Basically, this deck plays open centers, so taking damage is very important to reduce damage taken. So this is why I play for this lineup, so I won't get beaten to death. This deck can deal a lot of damage, but meanwhile you take a lot of damage because it does have dragon shields and stuff. Next, the mission cards. 1 form party and 1 defeat monsters. Form party is if another card with mission in the card name is placed on the field. For example, this card is set on the field, and then you set another either defeat monsters or another of form party. You can gain 1 life, search your deck for another adventurer card, put it into your hand and shuffle your deck and put this card into the drop zone. So basically what we do is, for this card like this, we'll normally play in 2 copies. For example, you have 1 already, then you set another 1. So this one go, you can search your deck for any adventure in the deck. Any adventure, except, of course not dungeon enemies adventurer. This card is very important, very good. Even your weapons, the weapons are also adventurer. Camille is also adventurer, so gotta play him. 4 of these. And we play 1 of these because it can be searched out. Just in case you play decks like Ideal Diablos who play center, killing their monsters is necessary. Use this card. Pay 1 gauge to cast, to set on the field. Then you can activate your previous missions. When a opponent's monster is destroyed by adventure attack, put the top card of that into this card soul face down. And when this card soul has 2 souls in the deck, in the face down, aka defeating the opponent's monster 2 times, you can draw 2 cards and put this card to the drop zone. So basically it's like a draw 2 cards for free. But you must know when to use. You must time it right. If you're playing against open center decks and you don't attack their monsters, this card is pretty pointless. If it's like, let's say 5th Omni Dragons, you have to kill their drum, put this, you kill their drum, and then you get 1 free card, draw 1 free card, pretty awesome. Alright. 2, continue. This card is the Lifesaver. If you're most of the time your opponent will try to kill your perfect formation because of how deadly it is. These two cards makes the 12 damage combo per turn. Okay, so most of the time they will kill your monsters. So kill these two monsters especially. So let's say these two dies. Ability pay on gauge. Call a size 2 or less adventurer and a size 2 or less dungeon enemy from your drop zone by paying their call cost. So of course, these two in the drop zone, just call it out. And of course you have to pay on gauge for a Phoenix, so try to keep your gauge intact. So this card is a Lifesaver. If you top draw, a lot of times I die because of the opponent just top drawing this shit and just kill me. This one is a Lifesaver. And this is why I play Bladewing Phoenix. This is a super glass cannon deck, super powerful. Now let's get on to the most interesting part of the deck. AK 4 and 4 weapons. Okay, people might say this is too much. However, I beg to differ because without weapons, your deck is shit. So please, Danger World players know this very well. That a deck that relies on weapons, please max it out. It's very important. Okay, let me go through the yellow one first. Equip cost pay 1 gauge. If you have a card equipped, you may equip up to 1 Savage Lens Iron Tiger. You don't have to care about this. As long as you have it equipped, you can anytime you can just equip. Even if the next turn you manage to draw into this, you can just equip like this. The same thing as this, so you can just equip. Anytime. You just don't have to read the crap. Basically they had the errata for that. So basically you can equip anytime. Yeah. But you can't equip like this. You can only equip like this, okay? Understand? Yeah. Okay, another interesting ability is Savage Lance, Iron Tiger. If you are dual wield, basically, this card gains plus additional 4k power. And this card by its own already has Penetrate. So it is a basic 4k 1 quick Penetrate. You can poke through monsters and poke them for damage. And if you have the dual wield, it is an 8k Penetrate weapon. So you can solo monsters like these, one shot. Yeah, very, very impressive card. So this is the reason why this deck is so good. Alright. Next is Savage Lance Iron Tiger. Your second dual wield weapon. Equip cost pay 1 life. This is pay 1 gauge and that's pay 1 life. You have a Flash Lance Blitz Tiger on the field. This card gains plus 1 crit. So this guy is basically he has lower attack power, but he has higher crits. So this guy is basically a 3 crit weapon if you are dual wield. So imagine you link up with Tetsuya, that's 4 crits, resend, another 3 crits, 3 damage. Then let's say you have this, 4 crit, 3 crits, 7 damage, 9 damage, resend, another 2 damage. That's 11 damage. Just like that. And if you want to show in the face and they're just dead. This is the reason why this deck has so much power. Because it has so much attacks. It's insane. Okay. That's a weapon lineup. Next, finally we play the most awesome looking impact, Full Strut Formation. You may only cast this if you have 2 or more adventure on your field. Now basically cards like these, right, equip on your field is considered adventurous. So even if you have empty field, you have 2 weapons, you still can cast this impact. Okay. And you do not have a monster in the center. I'm playing open center deck. Cards cost pay 3 gauge, resend all adventures on your field, and attack with all adventures on your field. So, for example, let's say my field's like this. Let's say this is my field. I cast Final Phase, pay 3 gauge. Everything's at rest. You just resend all adventures. This is a dungeon enemy, by the way. So reset all your adventures and attack at once. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damages like that. Of course, if you have Camille, which is often the case as well, that will be 6 damage for 3 gauge. Yeah, though your opponent may nullify, but let's be honest here. Most of the time, your opponent will be nullifying all these 4 crits damage, and end of turn they just die with this. This is too strong. It's a 3 gauge for minimum 4 damage or 6 damage easily. So yeah, this is how awesome this deck is. So let me go on to some of the combos on why this deck is so strong. Okay, this is, let's say your field's like that. My typical field, like, is very easily attain a field like this. Okay, the reason why I'll explain some cards as well. This guy, search up for this thing, so that you can search up any of these except for this. Camille, so that you can get to your weapon form, your dual wield formation ASAP. So it's very important. Okay, so how many attacks I can do? Let's see. 1, 2, double attack. 3, this is 4 crits. 4, 8, restand. Another 3, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, yeah, correct. 8, restand, another 3. 8 plus 11, 12 damage like that. So how many attacks is that? Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. Then in the face, 6. So total damage can be done is 12 plus another 4, 16 damage. Yeah, good luck guarding 16 damage just like that. Yeah. So let me go on to the extra stuff that I'll give you so that it can help you start buddy fighting competitively. This deck is competitive, by the way. Tested it and proven. Of course, by my friend Paddy, because it's like the dungeon. It's like the dungeon master. 4 of these hidden crossbow. This is side deck, so you can there's no sleeve for this. So, but you can always exchange. Side deck is basically just changing your sleeves in and out. So yeah. Destroy a monster with opponent's field with 3k or less defense. So Purgatory Knight's Daimyo Sword Dragon. That thing restands for days. So just shoot it. When you summon it, just shoot it and it's dead. Because Daimyo's only 3k defense. Oh, Daimyo's so mighty. Shoot. Yeah, just enter and scrub. Alright, let's next is Rolling Stone. Oh my god, card protagonists, the card that card protagonists hate the most because I play this. Okay, what does Rolling Stone do? Let's see. Rolling Stone, pay 2 gauge, Great Steel Ball. Put all soul from both player monsters in the center. So of course my this deck will have like one gazillion soul because people who play against me know that I have a gazillion soul on this monster. Remove all the soul of the center monster and destroy the monster. So basically destroy all, remove all my soul and destroy me. I have no soul guard, I'm screwed. I take 5 damage. Wow. So yep, the proper side deck all ready for you. So yeah, for you guys who are interested in this deck, be sure to message me on Facebook, the description down below, if you want to add me and talk to me and message me about this deck. It's going for a minimum of 130 at least. So don't give me crazy questions like, can I buy this for $12? Can I buy this deck for $20? No, go buy a trial deck, bro. This deck is fully built and stuff. So yeah. I'm accepting PayPal. I am able to mail everywhere, and I'm trustworthy because I've done so many trades, and I don't want to sacrifice my channel just to scam the measly $100. It's not worth it. So yeah, message me, and I'll mail anywhere in the world. Peace out and love you guys.